from Ricardo. Put it away by Tyrone Mings. Is making the 150th appearance of his career here tonight. Another good pass though, and here's Madison for Leicester City. Will he take it on? We know that he is capable of finding the top corner from there. Vardy just having a word, he wanted the pass.
Yeah, he was looking for Jamie Vardy, but interestingly, as soon as he turned, James Madison, he drove forward and was looking for the shot. If you look at Tyrone Mings' body shape, he turned and didn't allow him onto his right foot. He said, if you want to go, you're going inside into the traffic, and you're going to have to take a shot with your left, which is ever so slightly weaker one.
You know, for Jamie Vardy and Madison's in the team, you've got a very good chance of being fouled more often than not.
I think when you're a centre forward and you have people like that, you make runs with confidence, and you make certain runs, you say, the quality's there.
He's cracked. The Belgian finds his route blocked by Douglas Luiz. That's given away though to Tielemans. Fuchs. And Chilwell. Madison. Outside of the boot. Lovely ball to Chilwell again. Madison.
You see why Leicester is so hard to pick up. You know, you've got Pereira there popping up in the number 10 position, you've got Chilwell overlapping and underlapping, and then you've got the three midfielders just rotating. Really difficult to pick up.
Free kick to Leicester here as Chilwell goes down under the challenge. As that man in your picture for Aston Villa, Frederick Gilbert.
Sometimes you have to let your opponent know that they're in a game. You know, otherwise, this is like a battle of the minds early on in the game. If you're a winger playing against a fullback, who's gonna win that battle? And it normally sets the tone for the game. These early encounters.
Chilwell and Madison over the ball. It is Madison to deliver, helped on by Evans, but helped over the bar.
Yeah, I think when James Madison's over the ball, you know it's going to be a good delivery. It is in this case. Johnny Evans just tries to flick it towards the far post. He gets too much purchase on it. He shrugs off Gilbert and just gets a little bit too much on it, and it's off target. But the idea was right from Johnny Evans.
He scored in the League Cup semi-final for Manchester United against Sunderland 6 years ago. That's given away to Vardy, and the last person you want to give it to. And Leicester get a corner, that's all they get.
Causing their own problems, Aston Villa. Not a good ball out from Milan, and from that point, they just cause themselves a lot of problems. And Vardy nicks in, you know what he's going to do. He knows what he's going to do. Try and keep it down low, round by the keeper's feet. Unfortunately for Nyland, he manages to put it out for a corner, but causing themselves their own problems, Aston Villa.
Given away there by Marvellous Nakamba. Not a marvellous pass, that's for sure. Madison's corner. Comes all the way through to Ricardo. Fuchs to deliver. And straight into Villa's hands there. They get away with that one.
Disappointed from Christian Fuchs. Normally better, he shakes his head as he runs away. He knows he's in a good position there for Leicester. The initial ball in from James Madison, that's such a difficult skill to in-swing it in the way that he did, or out-swing it with his right foot, but he hits it right in the nail 9 out of 10 times. Difficult to defend against.
7 years ago tonight, Aston Villa lost the first leg of their League Cup semi-final against League Two Bradford. You may remember, lost it 3-1, ended up losing 4-3 on aggregate. Embarrassing defeat. Bradford ended up losing to Swansea in the final. Villa, the a painful memory there, which they will want to exercise here. Not sure what they would consider a good result, but if it stayed like this, they'd be more than happy, wouldn't they?
I think we would to take the game back to Villa Park. I think Villa, if they look at their last year or so since Dean Smith's come in, they've really stabilised the football club. You know, I know there were real financial problems, had to not got promoted, but the fact that they did, it's given them the ability to kick on now.
Excellent work there from Clark to deny Jack Grealish. He's in the Ndidi role, isn't he, Dennis Clark? Who signed for Sampdoria back in August.
Big boots to fill there.
Very much so. They certainly got to the 20-minute mark with very few scares. Aston Villa. Leicester overwhelming favourites to progress to the final. Doesn't always go that way.
I think the first goal in any game can change the whole complexion, and Aston Villa, without a recognised striker, will need to take their opportunities if and when they come along, and if they can get the first goal, then it will change the complexion. But so far, the better chances have fallen to Leicester.
Tournaments gave it away, but quickly won it back. Sebastian well. Now Evans. Nice ball up to Jose Perez. Slip through. Jamie Vardy, big chance. Big save from Nyland. That's the sort of opportunity he's been waiting for. And when he gets there, you expect the net to bulge. Really good stop from the Norwegian goalkeeper. Madison keeps it alive. It's given away by Perez to Grealish. And a lovely bit of skill from El Ghazi. Out to Trezeguet. Now Grealish again. Flames.
There's everything right there. Jack Grealish, but Villa have got Milan to thank. It's Perez who picked the ball up from a lovely pass from Johnny Evans. He turns and finds Jamie Vardy, who at this point you expect to score. He advances into the box and he tries to hit it past Milan with his left foot. Milan makes a very good save. Sponsor himself.
Against Vardy. It's a big bruising battle, isn't it? The decision goes Leicester's way.
Just doesn't give up on it, Jamie Vardy. He knows he's got the pace to get back in front of the defender. The defender had too many touches. Does well for his team there to win a free kick in a dangerous position. But that's hand Madison to take.
This foul for the Foxes. It's all about the quality of the delivery here. Past the midway point of the first half. 5 blue shirts to seek out here for James Madison. And whether he was going for goal, I'm not sure, but there were oohs and ahs around the stadium.
I think there's certain people that stand over a ball and you expect something to happen, and he's not a million miles away. James Madison, he whips it with serious pace, and I think he's going for the far post in the hope that if somebody gets in the way, they might get a knock on it. Just overcooks it a little bit, but devastating whip he gets on the ball.
His last 8 League Cup games for Norwich and Leicester, 4 goals and 5 assists. Tells its own story. That tells a story as well. 6-0 on shots in Leicester's favour.
You can see when Leicester get anywhere near the final third, they know exactly what they're doing, and it's unfortunate for Villa they don't have a recognised centre forward, because it just becomes a little bit more difficult. They're trying to work things out with people who don't naturally play in that position. It becomes harder for them to create chances.
Soyuncu. Looked on by Tielemans. Straight to Nakamba. This is Oars. That's a giveaway. Up in the dark, the football better than none against Leicester. Otherwise you get punished. Anderson to Perez. Mitchell trying to find Vardy. Mings got in a bit of difficulty. Perez collects. First little bit of defensive panic there from Villa. Anderson goes over, but not a foul by Greenish. That is a foul on Greenish.
So Madison needs to be careful as this referee that sent him off.
Replays advantage. Ricardo goes for the return. Courtney Hawes with some really strong shielding. There's some serious pressure there.
It was ever so well. Lovely little ball from Vardy. Hawes was ever so well just to keep his body in between the ball and Ricardo, sorry.
What a delightful flip there from Trezeguet. He's got it again here. Trezeguet. Taylor. El Ghazi. Oh, what a great ball that is! And it's Aston Villa who take the lead through Gilbert. Their first shot in the semi-final. And the King Power Stadium is absolutely stunned as the Frenchman scores for the second time this season.
Well, it's good play from Aston Villa. To recycle the ball well here. It's a good ball. And it's quite simple. Just get the ball in the box and in the hope that somebody gets there. Gilbert comes in off the far side. El Ghazi does ever so well. Good footwork. Puts it in the danger area. And El Ghazi just manages to get ahead of Chilwell. Gets a toe on it, which is enough to beat Schmeichel. And Aston Villa find themselves 1-0 up. And you have to say it's against the run of play, Gary.
Quality cross, wasn't it, from Anwar El Ghazi? That's what he can do from a wide area. As you said earlier, it's about getting players to support the strikers, and that's what they did there. Gilbert, fine finish, a man who cost us £5 million from Caen a year ago. He was loaned back to the French club for the remainder of last season. Scored his first Villa goal in the second round winner Crew back in August, and his second comes in the semi-final.
And we talked about taking your chances when they come. And that's their first clear-cut chance of the game. It's to Leicester 6 or 7. And this is how the tide can spin on its head. It's to Leicester now to respond.
Great noise from the Villa fans. Must have been slightly concerned the way the game was going. Lots of Leicester pressure. It's a long, long way to go. It's a game of 4 halves in the semi-final. We're not even at the end of the first one.
It does give Aston Villa that confidence that without a recognised striker, they can still score a goal. You know, they found the remedy for not having a centre forward.
Greenish. Ricochet benefits Leicester. Half an hour gone here. A rain-soaked King Power Stadium. Tielemans. Brooks.
Looking to find James Maddison at the pockets. If you look, James Maddison just he cut that one out, but he's looking for it all the time, trying to find a little pocket.
This is a cracking run from El Ghazi. He's found Taylor. You expect to run across from him than that. Evans just swatted it away. There are the top scorers in this season's League Cup, having got 6 against Crewe and of course 5 against that young Liverpool side in the quarter-final. Madison, Tielemans. And Leicester respond before half-time. Soyuncu. leg to the semi-final, you missed the final.
I've got to say that's kind of cold, Gary.
All the other yellow cards up to this point are white, so you need to be careful. Switch. Perez. Ricardo. He's given the free kick to Leicester. This is actually his first major semi-final as a referee, Chris Governor. And also his first cup game of any description this season. Madison. Tielemans. Soyuncu. Excellent work from Ricardo. Heads for the byline. A really good interception from Means, who was in a terrific position on the near post.
Lovely play from Ricardo Pereira there, as you say. A bit of trickery is needed when you're playing as a wing back and you don't have somebody in front of you. You've got to be able to do both roles, get back and defend, but also provide little moments that Ricardo showed there. Just couldn't make the final pass.
This is Hawes. Otherwise, Soyuncu and Grealish.
Soyuncu just probably realising that Grealish is actually starting to dictate the back end of this half. He dropped 20-30 yards deeper, whereas in the first 25-30 minutes before the goal, he was playing up front. Now he's just coming in to dictate the pace of the game where he can.
17 goals now, Villa have scored in this season's League Cup. Leicester have 10. Another free kick to Villa. The home fans are just getting a little agitated here. Yellow card coming out. This time it's for Vardy.
I'll say on the first watch, thought it was a bit harsh, but no, because he's clearly cleared the ball. It's the follow through, he runs through Vardy. There's no malice in it, he's genuinely trying to close the ball down. Whereas every concert gets rid of it. You know, we've got players of the quality of Leicester's attacking players. You know, it takes a matter of a few seconds to produce a moment of quality that you can score from. So, no, they won't be worried. They just need to tighten up in and around the box where they've not been at the most efficient.
Luis. By Grealish to Luis again. Hello. Bit of showboating.
Enjoying himself, Luis.
Grealish. Nakamba. Leicester fans aren't enjoying that at all.
So Villa showing a good level of maturity, just holding on to the ball, not doing anything stupid with it, not rushing it.
El Ghazi. Ricardo put a stop to that run. That was a lovely, mazy run, wasn't it, by the Egyptian?
Yeah, nice little lollipop, as I call it, the step over. Then comes inside Ricardo. Ricardo was forced to bring him down because he can't let him run through on into the penalty area. Cynical foul, but one that was needed.
Another bargain by El Ghazi. Cost Villa just £8 million from Lille. I'd suggest his value is significant these days. There's a couple of caps for the Netherlands as well. And Ricardo there, as you can see, with a bit of blood.
Yeah, they don't take a risk nowadays, did he, with blood? Straight off, get it sorted. If there's a change of shirt needed, then it will be done. He's not happy though, Ricardo. I think when you make the foul and you end up worse off, and you've got the free kick given against you, you feel like it's not going your way.
In by Grealish. Oh, great ball, and off the frame of the goal. Two of them attacked it. One of them was Mings. Schmeichel nowhere to be seen. It might have been Ezri Konsa that got the final header.
Yes, the ball's unbelievable from Grealish. He's inviting somebody just...
And Pratt gets back to his feet here after this challenge.
Yeah, Gilbert believes he's going to win it. Immediately puts his hands up. Doesn't want the referee to reach into his pocket for a card.
We've got to give a lot of credit here to Ian Smith and John Terry and the rest of the coaching staff. They had a game plan. They've had to ride their luck a little bit, but they're in front and they could be two in front.
It could be. I mean, they've been looked the most dangerous when the chances have arisen. Leicester have had more of the chances. You probably have expected Vardy to put one of them away, but Aston Villa so far comfortable, and now they have something to hold on to.
Miscue from Madison, didn't say that often. Brought clear by Nakamba. Grealish goes over, foul by Evans. First half has not gone according to plan for Leicester City.
Not at all. And for the first part of the first half, I don't think we saw it coming either. There was a point where Leicester had 6 shots and Villa were yet to register an attempt. It's about how clinical you are when the chances come along. Nobody puts them in the back of the net.
Last minute of normal time in this first half at the King Power Stadium. Pretty pulsating so far. I'm sure there's plenty more to come in the second 45.
Interested to see whether Brendan makes a tweak with his formation, whether he goes to 4 at the back in the second half.
Madison, Vardy, Chilwell, helped on to Pratt, Chilwell again. Gilbert trying to stop the cross and succeeding. Fuchs. Anywhere will do at this late stage of the first half for Villa.
Well, Johnny Evans, he had to get that right, generate the power, because there's no power in the ball that's bouncing up, to generate it, knowing full well he had Grealish breathing down his neck.
That's Fuchs to Evans. Soyuncu managed to get it forward to Madison. Tielemans. Fuchs, Vardy manages to squirm out to Chilwell. Perez is in there. Dying seconds of the first half. Madison headed up and away by Mings. That was travelling.
Does ever so well there, Mings. Right in the dying seconds of the first half. Lovely feet from Madison, and that's flying into the top corner. Mings has to be brave, put his head on it, and he's probably saved his side from conceding a goal late in the first half.
Well, there's barely time to take this corner. Needs to get on with it here, Madison. This will certainly be the last action of the first half. Evans is up there. Konsa met it, and that is the end of the first 45. And it's Aston Villa who have a surprise advantage here, given to them by Frederick Gilbert, who poked home a superb cross from Anwar El Ghazi, the Netherlands international. Aston Villa could have made it 2 when Konsa's header hit the bar. Leicester with work to do. Half time at the King Power Stadium. Leicester City 0, Aston Villa 1.
What is success? Success is a reward, and it's conquered step by step. In fact, everything depends on who is by our side, who inspires us and motivates us. Success is work, self-confidence, determination. At the end of the day, success belongs to those who know how to take pleasure in the simple things of life. Simple, but with quality. Success is made of moments, and my moment is simply best.
From the ground paid tribute to a racing legend, and it was a Leicester flag victory on the French Riviera. There were gladiatorial battles in the win of Haguenau. The Tifosi witnessed a maiden win for a brave Monegasque and the end to a 392-day-long wait. But if it was the spectacle of driving to the most pole positions in a season, 3 Grand Slam titles, a 6th World Championship crown, to be regarded as one of the greatest of all time, then
The 2019 Formula One was your ultimate passport to racing pleasure, with every race live in HD on Supersport. Are you ready?
the English Football League Cup returns on Supersport.
I've always believed it comes down to love, passion, and a real knowledge of the game.
You gotta go after what you want.
If you want to step up and step out. They say the harder you work, the more luck you'll find.
But who needs luck?
We are the pioneers,
Fortune and your destiny.
shattering every ceiling along the way. From the people to the places, we witness how sport connects each of us.
Bringing you closer to the stories of our greatest heroes.
We're about it all.
The hope, the inspiration.
And that with us, anything is possible.
It's in our blood. Our DNA.
We don't just love it, we live it. Because, let's face it, no one does sport like we do.
On Friday, the boys began their second stint in charge of West Ham with a win over Bournemouth.
It was a real important day, and helps confidence as well.
Next, they face Sheffield United. You want more? We'll give you all of it. Sheffield battle the Hammers. Watch all 380 games only on your World of Champions. The Premier League in HD on Supersport. Brought to you by Guinness, made of more, and Betway. Bet your way, bet on Betway.
2 teams with a lot of the odds to get here tonight. Absolutely incredible! It's the spectacular! Wonderful goal! That's what they came to see!
The League of Extremes, the UEFA Champions League, only on Supersport.
Well, good day to you wherever you are. This is Peter Drury alongside Stuart Robson as Old Trafford glimmers theatrically in the floodlights. Braced as it is for the first major semi-final of the domestic football season, and doubly braced because the Carabao Cup has conjured for itself a 2-legged Manchester derby. United and City contesting a place at the Wembley final on March the 1st. Fred, down by Greenwood, taken up here by Rashford. Fernandinho stuck in a toe, and Manchester United had a corner.
Just for a moment there, it looked as though Rashford would go down. Really good run from Greenwood and the header down just there. Just pulls his leg away at the right time, Fernandinho.
Walker. Bernardo Silva. Oh, what a hit! A special hit for City at the Stretford end, Old Trafford. Wow, that fizzed into the top corner.
Well, it all started when they went that little bit longer. Mahrez headed it down and suddenly Walker's breaking forward. Fred can't get close enough. Jones doesn't close the ball down. And David De Gea has absolutely no chance.
Fred. Ronaldinho got across. He moved it away. Lindelof's header came to Bernardo Silva. He drifts clear of Pereira and rolls it through for Riyad Mahrez. 2-0 City. Right now, the Blues are a level or two clear of the Reds. They're a goal and two clear of the Reds.
What a pass from Bernardo Silva. Lindelof wins the header. It goes straight to Bernardo Silva. Goes past the first challenge. Lindelof doesn't get back around on the cover.
Lovely touch from De Bruyne, through by Bernardo Silva. Mahrez on his way, De Bruyne up alongside. Williams got some of it. It only came to Kevin De Bruyne. De Gea saves, it bounces off Pereira. And Manchester City are 3-0 up on enemy territory.
Well, they're trying to claim there was a foul somewhere in there on Williams by Riyad Mahrez.
Well, we do have VAR, so it will be checked.
There's the counter-attack. Sterling heads it on. De Bruyne around the corner. This is where the foul may have been, or may have happened just there. Can't see too much wrong with it. Kevin De Bruyne does brilliantly to go past Jones. De Gea with a decent save. And Pereira's just unlucky. Not much you can do about this. I'm not sure that Riyad Mahrez touches Williams there. Solskjaer was complaining.
The assistant referee is Kevin Friend. Pereira's fate hung on his thought, and his thought, along with most, was that the goal should stand, and so it does. Sterling, De Bruyne. United won it back. Hunting hungrily. Greenwood. Rashford's in here and scores! A glimpse, just a glimpse for Manchester United. Made visible for them by Marcus Rashford.
Just under hit by De Bruyne. This is what Greenwood can do. We talked about his car. What a pass that is. A good first touch from Rashford. Otamendi doesn't want to make a change. He gives up on it, and there's a lot of goal to hit. Rather, didn't quite get his angle right, but a good finish from Rashford.
Rashford had a pop and surprised Claudio Bravo.
That's the technique he uses when he's hitting free kicks. Which here just hits the back of the ball. It starts to dip and swerve. That's why Bravo can't hang on to it.
First half in which Bernardo Silva deliciously, Riyad Mahrez smoothly, and Andreas Pereira unfortunately gave City a 3-goal advantage. An advantage cut to some extent by Marcus Rashford 20 minutes out from the 90, so United aren't quite out of it, but boy, they have a steep hill to climb on the other side of town 3 weeks from now. The final score in the first leg of this Carabao Cup semi-final: Manchester United 1, Manchester City 3.
In the league in 2019.
From the hysteria of the opening race down under to the Persian Gulf and an early false dawn, here, the 1000th Grand Prix was the showpiece of the East, whilst the Land of Fire became engulfed by the sound of the Silver Arrows, the home of the Triple Crown paid tribute to a racing legend. And it was a Leicester flag victory on the French Riviera. There were gladiatorial battles in the win of Hagenheim. The Tifosi witnessed a maiden win for a brave Monegasque and the end to a 392-day-long wait. But if it was the spectacle of driving to the most pole positions in a season, 3 Grand Slam titles, a 6th World Championship crown, to be regarded as one of the greatest of all time, then
The 2019 Formula One was your ultimate passport to racing pleasure, with every race live in HD on Supersport.
For 90 years, the power passed between the proud football families of Italy. but for the last 8 only one has ruled the land. But those who hold power know it is a beast that can never be tamed. Though your enemies will do anything to take it from you, turning the champion's badge of honor into a moving target. And so the dance begins, passion without disguise. The question is, which family will rise? Serie A, the intriguing story of Italian football on your World of Champions. Proudly brought to you by Star Lager. Shine on.
I've always believed it comes down to love. 1, 2, 3, turn around. Don't you watch me now, just turn around. Touch your knees, don't move, just turn around. Walk right through that door. Who could it be? Don't look at me so obviously. It makes me sweat. Say that I'm turning red, touch someone said, so mama said.
There are even smarter ways to enjoy life. Just pay your DSTV account on time and unlock amazing rewards. It really is that simple with DSTV Thanks.
I think as to football, like by ear is to race.
Astonishing technique.
Liga, taste true football flavor on your World of Champions. Proudly brought to you by SportPesa. Make it count.
This January, stay connected on Supersport on DSTV with Grand Slams, Knockout Football, and Body Slams. Enjoy January with Australian Open, FA Cup, WWE, HSBC World Rugby 7 Series, UFC, and La Liga. Brace yourself this February for Tee-Offs, Italian Flair, and UEFA Champions League. Enjoy February with WGC Mexico Championship, Serie A, and UEFA Champions League. This March, be prepared for fast cars, superstars, and finish lines. Enjoy March with Formula One, Premier League, and World Athletics Indoor Championships. Only on Supersport on DSTV.
Sat here with a peppermint tea.
Leicester against Aston Villa. Commentary resumes in 10 seconds. Well, Leicester City have responded to the half-time deficit by making a change. The Belgian Dennis Praet is off, and on comes Hamza Chowdhury, the 22-year-old midfielder. For his fifth appearance in the League Cup this season. It is Leicester City who get us underway. Chowdhury getting his first immediately as Leicester City bid to turn this around. They will certainly want to go to Villa Park with some sort of advantage. What do you make of the substitution, Danny?
Yeah, well, I'm not surprised. I mentioned at the end of the first half that I thought Brendan Rodgers would have to do something. What Hamza Chowdhury gives you is that energy and the fight in the middle of the park, and he'll allow Maddison and Tielemans to get forward and just sit there and do their dirty work, if you like. You can just see he's sat in front of the back four. That'll allow the wide lads as well to get forward. So you'll find him sweeping up a lot and cleaning up the play, making sure that Villa don't break like they did in the first half a couple of times.
Vardy to Perez. By Douglas Luiz at the expense of the first corner of the second half.
Looking for great opening minute for Leicester. Madison just trying to get the crowd going there, trying to get everybody involved. He put a few good balls in early on in the first half, James Madison. Expect the same. Johnny Evans plotting what to do with Jamie Vardy.
Tapped on that near post by Chilwell. Leicester wants another corner. Decision's gone Villa's way.
I think you see the delivery comes in. It's a good ball towards the near post. Chilwell gets the last touch, I think, and he's not got the last touch. A little bit more of a contest.
Throw in to be taken by Neil Taylor. He was at Swansea when they won the League Cup in 2013, but of course he was injured for most of that season with a broken ankle, didn't actually play in any games in that cup run. Great run from Ricardo. And ricochet goes Leicester's way, it's a corner.
Yeah, Leicester come out in the second half with fire in the belly. Ricardo there, bursting through this, almost getting a shot away. In doing so, causing Aston Villa to be on high alert.
I'm sure with Leicester